Welcome to Hilton Head Island, aka Paradise Island, with 12 miles of white, pristine beaches, resort amenities including world-class golf courses, nearly year-round great weather, and just a laid-back lifestyle. What more could you ask for if you are thinking of retiring or relocating to Hilton Head? Well, stay tuned. There's the other side of paradise you need to know. Hi, I'm Sue LeFavi with Ballinger Realty, and if you have any questions along the way, just call, text, or email me. You hear how wonderful Hilton Head is, and many of you may have brought your family and had a fabulous vacation. And yes, it's a gorgeous, well-maintained island. But if you're considering purchasing a home here, there are 7 key things you need to know. Number 1, you must have a real estate agent. I'm not just saying this because I'm one of the 1,500 or so agents around here. Just about every community on the island is gated and requires an agent to accompany a prospective buyer. And just a side note, I call them communities, but they are actually referred to as plantations. Before the Civil War, these plantations were famous for their cotton. Today, we're talking about large resorts. Okay, take a look at the map. Hilton Head is basically the shape of a shoe, and you can see the most popular plantations. Hilton Head Plantation is at the heel, and Sea Pines Plantation is at the toe, being the 2 largest. Number 2, spring and summers are very crowded. Hilton Head has less than 40,000 year-round residents, but over 2.5 million visit annually. This means longer than usual waits at restaurants and a lot of traffic. But hopefully that won't deter you from moving to Hilton Head. The tourists keep our economy booming. Number 3, there's only one bridge on and off the island. Even on a good day, there is always traffic. And you can imagine the congestion in the spring and summer months when hundreds of thousands of vacationers come here to visit. And you might not think this is a big deal, but for many people living on the island, it begins to wear on them. And something else I think worth mentioning. Just a few days ago, there was this letter to the editor in our local paper expressing a need for a second bridge onto the island. Now, this doesn't happen often, but this writer noted that if a large boat or, say, a barge hit one of the pilings on the bridge and does some damage, this one and only bridge can be closed to all traffic for an indefinite period of time until the repairs are completed. There is no other way to drive on or off the island, and this could be serious, especially for emergency service vehicles. So, hopefully, local government is working on a long-term plan for that second bridge. Number 4, homes are expensive. According to Zillow, the typical home value in Hilton Head is approximately $748,000. Home values have gone up a whopping 40% from June 2021 to June 2022. That's right, in 1 year. Also, you need to factor in the annual HOA, Homeowners Association fees, transfer fees, administrative fees, and/or any type of initiation fees. Oh, and then there's the occasional assessment for some project the HOA has taken on. And these fees can vary greatly between the plantations, so you definitely want to do your diligence on these fees. And just to further reiterate, this past week, the Wall Street Journal published this article. Out-of-state buyers flock to Hilton Head. $1 million home sales become the norm. And it's not just the residential real estate that's high, it also relates to commercial business. So for example, you'll find some incredible restaurants on the island, but you will also see higher prices on the menu. Just something to be aware of. Okay, number 5, flooding and hurricanes. Yes, there's a reason we are called the Lowcountry. We do get occasional hurricanes. The last one, Matthew, hit in 2016, and the island is still feeling some of it. So you on occasion have to evacuate. Also, other natural events like storm surges, high tides, and heavy rains can cause flooding due to the low elevation. And remember that one bridge on and off the island I mentioned? You can just imagine what the traffic jams look like trying to get off the island. Not pretty. The good news is, with hurricanes, you know they're coming and you get plenty of time in advance. So leaving the island early is key. Number 6, alligators, snakes, and bugs. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this for you. Alligators, snakes, and bugs are everywhere. There are also armadillos, but they really don't bother you. They just dig holes in your yard looking for grub bugs. Just be aware, most of the communities have retention ponds, and you should always assume they have gators in them. Snakes, both venomous and non-venomous, also like hanging out in this type of environment, so it's best not to approach them. And as far as bugs, we have mosquitoes, big flying cockroaches, which are my least favorite, and then those pesky no-see-ums. The best remedies for these are some good bug spray, a quarterly pest control service, and a screened porch. Also, there's local companies like Greenbug that offer eco-friendly bug repellent systems that hook into your irrigation system. And I had a friend of mine that has one installed, and she swears by it, not only to keep the mosquitoes and no-see-ums away, but also the fleas and ticks for her dogs. And finally, number 7, you might actually think this is a pro. No flashy signs on Hilton Head. You will not find a single neon sign. All their signs for their shops, restaurants, and any businesses, for that matter, are neutral colored, made of wood, and blend in with the natural environment, making them very hard to read, or find for that matter. Just for example, when you're buzzing down Highway 278 trying to find your hair salon for the first time, by the time you see the sign, this usually involves making a U-turn down the road and circling back around. At least that's my experience. So, summing it up, Hilton Head Island offers a wonderful lifestyle with its mild temperatures, gorgeous beaches, diverse culture and cuisine, and unlimited outdoor activities. But like any destination, you have to weigh the pros and the cons and make sure the pros come out on top. I hope I was helpful pointing out a few things you may not have considered. Again, if you have any questions, please call, text, or email me. Thanks.